Nothing like the Kolkata, huh? No worries, brother. Oh, you haven't even seen the start yet.
Unfiltered, unpredictable and just different. From Scotland to England to Australia and now India. Today we are in the stands with Aussie superstar Jason Cummings as he begins his adventure with Mohun Bagan's super giant. Strap in, you don't want to miss this.
Jason, this show is called In the Stands.
In the stands,
Yes,
eh? Hopefully I'm not in the stands this season. Hopefully I'm on the pitch, eh?
You were on the pitch for the last game you played against Machindra, and you scored your first goal for Mohun Bagan's super giant.
Yep.
How was that? First, describe that feeling to me, scoring your first goal for the club.
No, it's a good feeling. You know, as a striker, I love scoring goals. You know, it's my job. I've done it my whole career, and you know, it's always special to get your first goal. You know, as I saying, it's, you know, getting the monkey off your back. Yeah. It's just, you know, once you get your first goal out the way type of thing, then you can, hopefully I can now kick on and score more and more goals. It takes time to coming over a new country, a different style of play here, you know, a new coach, new players. Obviously getting used to the conditions here, you know, the humidity, the pitches. So, you know, I'm still, you know, finding my feet a little bit. You know, I'm settling nicely. The boys have helped me settle in. You know, a good group of guys here. So, you know, I just think by time, a little bit more time, you know, these chances I'll be putting in the back of the net.
Yeah, sure thing. We saw the video of the fans welcoming you at like, what, 3 a.m. in the morning when you landed in Kolkata?
Man, I was jet lagged. I remember just, you know, I wasn't expecting anything. I heard the fans over here are crazy when I was back home, and I've done my research, you know, and I was expecting, you know, maybe a couple fans there or whatever, but you know, there was a big crowd there, you know, and it was like 3, 4 in the morning, so you know, that just made me feel welcome straight away, and you know, it just shows me, you know, how passionate the fans here.
Has that happened to you before in your career? You've signed for a club, you've just landed in the city, and you have like so many people out there to welcome you. Nah, it's never happened. It's never happened to me before that. You've got a bit of a personality about you, Jason. You're one of those people who, I may say, likes to express themselves, be it off the pitch or through your tattoos, and I think people like that in footballers these days if they're themselves, right? Oh wow, that was that was a surprising one. That's Kolkata for you. It is windy though sometimes. It's not humid all the time.
You're getting attacked. You're getting attacked by a curtain, mate. It's attacking you.
Yeah, no. But what have the interactions with the fans been like? Do you get stopped in the streets, and do they tell you how much they want to win the ISL this season again? I'm really surprised with the fans here. The passion is next level. You know, I've been at a few big clubs in my career, and there's been, you know, passionate fans, but you know, this is probably the most passionate I've ever seen, you know, a fan base. Yeah. They're just relentless everywhere you go, you know, in the hotel here, or if you go, you know, I go to the shopping mall, or you know, I go on the streets here. Yeah. The taxi drivers, they're just fans everywhere. Everyone talking about football, talking about the next game. Yeah. Talk to me about that celebration of yours. When did that start?
Yeah, the celebration.
You want to do that for the camera?
I normally only do it when I score, but I scored last game, so I'll do it.
When did you get that tattoo? Yeah.
No, it was just a spontaneous moment, you know. Sometimes I can do some crazy things at times, and I just woke up one day and I thought, you know what, I want to get a new tattoo on my hand. Yeah. Like the Joker, you know, I'll smile on my face, and you know, I got the tattoo, and then I just thought, you know, it'd be a good celebration. So every time I score, you know, I put a smile on my face, and it just kind of took from there. And you know, every time I've scored, I've done it at a lot of clubs now, and you know, it's kind of just like my trademark. What's with
the Joker trope that we keep seeing? You know, your display picture on Instagram is of the Joker. You've got the Joker tattoo.
I don't know, man. I just like the character. You know, I'm a big movie geek as well. You know, I like Marvel. I like DC. Obviously, a big fan of the Joker and Batman and stuff like that. And the Joker, I just think, you know, as a character, you know, he's entertaining. You know, he's exciting. You don't know what he's going to.
Like you.
A little bit like myself. You don't know what he's going to do at times, and yeah, I enjoy the movies. You know, the one with Heath Ledger was amazing. The recent one there with Joaquin Phoenix, amazing. I think they're bringing out another one. Yeah. I'd love to get a cameo in there. They should get me in there.
Maybe after you're done with your stint at Mohun Bagan Supergiant.
Yeah, I could be the next Joker. Now, when it comes to football and the games, you know, I'm always switched on. I want to play well and I work hard, you know, but away from football, you know, I like to have a joke and a laugh, you know, with my friends, my family or whatever. It's just the type of person I am. It's the way I was brought up. And it's just the way I am, you know. I just like to have a laugh.
No, and that's refreshing because there's a lot of pressure on footballers these days to act the right way, behave a certain way at the same time, and that kind of curbs your own personality from time to time, right? So it's refreshing to see that you have this kind of take on life. I want to talk a bit about the relationships you've forged at Mohun Bagan Supergiants so far, Jason. It's been about, what, 3 weeks for you in the country so far?
Yeah.
Who are you getting along with in the team? The lads, have you made good friends with any of them so far?
Yeah, as I said, the guys have been really, welcoming with me. It's easy to settle in when you've got a good group of guys there. Obviously, we've got the foreigners there. It makes it easy when there's 2 Australians in there already. Obviously with Demi and Brendan, it makes it so easy for me coming in as an Australian person myself. Coming in it's easy. Obviously Hugo Bomis as well. French, I can speak a little bit French, so I try and speak to him a little bit of French. We've been playing golf together. And Armando as well, who came in, a fellow striker, he's made it easy.
So what phase of your career so far would you consider your most productive in terms of goal scoring return, Jason? Where did you have your most fulfilling stint as a footballer so far?
I'd say at Hibs, for sure, I scored 20 plus goals there, 3 seasons in a row. I had a really good time there, I really enjoyed it, won the Scottish Cup, and I was just loving football at the time. Playing every week, it's massive, when you have a manager who believes in you and plays in you. And then, I would say I never really found that proper stability until, I came to Australia and played for the Central Coast Mariners. Was another time where, I had a manager that believed in me and played me every week, and then I repaid him, scoring 20 goals. I would say that's another time in my career that I really enjoyed. But yeah, there's a lot of times in between as well that I've had good times, bad times, ups and downs. I think that's just football. Obviously playing with the Socceroos as well, with the World Cup, and getting that opportunity, and to have a good, successful time at the Central Coast Mariners, and to win the grand final. With a great group of guys, a great manager, great staff, it was just, it was like a fairy tale.
And you also mentioned the World Cup, which I want to come to now. It happened late in your career representing Australia, that is. You've turned out for Scotland at the senior level as well. How did the entire shift to Australia happen, and why did you finally decide that you want to represent the Socceroos?
Yeah, I played for Scotland a couple of times, but they were just in friendlies. I was born in Scotland. My mum was born in Australia, so I got that opportunity to play for Australia later on in my career through my mum being born there. And it came to a point, international football, it wasn't looking too good for me at this point. Scotland weren't calling me up. They were starting to do really well. Scotland, they've got a good team now and they've got good players there. So it came. I spoke to Arnie, the Socceroos manager. Because he could see me playing in the A-League and I was doing well and I was scoring goals, and he called me up and he gave me an opportunity, and I think my first game was New Zealand that I came on and I scored a penalty, and got on really well with the guys there and just loved my time. So it was just an absolute dream, especially as I've got older. I think you really appreciate it, playing international football as you get older. I think when you're younger you feel like it's good, but you just take it for granted a little bit. So as I've got older, I've really appreciated that, and the World Cup was a dream come true, and hopefully I can go to more Socceroos camps.
I saw your previous posts on your Instagram, and you have a picture of Cristiano Ronaldo, calling him the greatest player on earth. But I want to come to another player who's considered the greatest player of all time, Lionel Messi. There's been a lot of chat about you meeting him. You've posted that picture with him as well. Tell us exactly what your conversation with Leo Messi was like when Australia played Argentina.
You've done your research, but you must have scrolled on my Instagram.
I've stalked you a lot.
You're a stalker, man. This was about, I think I must have posted Ronaldo 7 years ago or something, man. You've been going deep, brother.
Have you changed your mind now?
I think the Ronaldo, the Messi debate, I think the World Cup just swayed Messi. For me personally. But both these guys are just the best. They made it hard for players like me. They've set the bar so high. That other players in the world it's impossible to get to this level.
So what was the conversation with Messi like now?
Yeah, I just asked him if he wanted to have a few beers. You know, no, I just said to Messi, you know, I don't think his English was great, so I just said to him, you know, well done on the game. You know, they beat us, they scored a good goal, and I just says, look, I think you're the greatest player of all time. I appreciate what you've done for football. I think I said that I loved him, maybe, I'm not too sure. I just gave him a little cuddle, and I says, yeah, all the best. Hopefully you can, you know, go and win this World Cup. And it was just a dream, just to meet this guy and just to be in the same vicinity, you know, share a pitch and play on the highest stage. Was just cool, man.
Yeah. You might come up against some of your teammates at Mohun Bagan Supergiant in the Asian Cup.
Seen that.
There's a strong possibility that you might get picked for that Aussie squad for the Asian Cup as well, and we're in the same group, Australia, Syria, Uzbekistan and India. So has there been a bit of chat that's already started about that happening, or is that too soon?
Yeah, I've spoke to the boys. The boys in, you know, in my team, you know, like Glan and Sahal, Liston. I already says, you know, hopefully we can play each other. You know, if I get called up, if these guys get called up, it would be exciting to play against them. Says that I'm going to take no prisoners, I'm going to smash them. You know, but it's going to be that'll be good, you know, because obviously now I've came to India. I've only been here 3 weeks, but you know, I feel at home here. You know, and the people have been welcoming and they're friendly. You know, so I kind of feel part of this, you know, this whole thing. So it'll be a special occasion, you know, to have the Australia fans and the Indian fans watching, and you know, both cheering me on would be good.
We saw Sahal with that cheeky nutmeg on you in training, which Mohun Bagan posted on their account. What do you make of them as players?
He never meant that, nutmeg. He never meant that. I've been really impressed. I think, you know, the Indian players, they've got a lot of quality. For me, what I've noticed is that they're really fit guys. You know, they're strong and fit, and they've got ability. They've got good quality. And I think, you know, we're lucky in Mohun Bagan. I've got the best Indian players in the league, I think. So I'm lucky that I've came to this team and I'm playing with, you know, the best players in India. So I think that's going to put us in good stead for the season. You know, the recruitment, we've obviously brought in Marcel and, you know, good foreign players with quality, but as I say, we're blessed with having, you know, the best players in India play for us as well. So, you know, seeing these guys in training every day, you know, and getting to know them as guys, you know, they've been wonderful. Been really impressed with the quality.
What about Anwar Ali the other day, who scored both the goals?
Anwar, he's a great guy, I'm really impressed by him, you know, the quality that he's got stepping in and playing into strikers' feet. You know, it reminds me of Sergio Ramos. I say like the Indian Sergio Ramos, you know, scoring goals.
He'll be happy hearing that.
Yeah, it's a compliment for him. And I think Liston as well, I think the quality I see him in training, scoring from 30, 40 yards. Glan, Tapa, Sahal, Suba. I think all these guys, you know, good players, but most importantly, you know, really good people. Manveer, Deepak, all these guys, man. You know, I've been really impressed with, you know, how welcoming they've been with me. You know, and you know, these guys, they're actually really funny guys as well. You know, they make me laugh as well, and just good people. So I'm just excited for the season. It's going to be an amazing season playing with these guys. And I think, you know, it's going to be successful.
Tell me about your motivations for coming over here to India, Jason. When you initially heard that Mohun Bagan Supergiant wanted to sign you, what was that like? Can you explain the whole process of you hearing from them, and then finally coming here? And more importantly, why did you choose to come here?
Yeah, I just think it just seemed exciting to me. You know, as I say, I'm that type of personality where I'm quite spontaneous and I do things. You know, to challenge myself. I think looking at the videos and, you know, the heritage that this club has got, the history, you know, it's a really good established club with, you know, generations of fans. You know, it's a historical club to play for. And you know, when I seen the passion that the fans have got, and you know, they made it easy because they were messaging me every day. They were on my Twitter, on my Insta, messaging me, and I thought, you know what, I want to be a part of this. You know, I want to come here and I want to become a club legend over here. You know, so this was the reason.
So you're already a legend in the short stint you had at the Central Coast Mariners. So from one Mariners to the other Mariners now. So it kind of fits in that sense. Well, Jason, it's been nice chatting with you so far, and we wish you a successful stint in India.
We want to win every trophy, so we'll give, on our side, we're going to give everything. you know, we just ask for, you know, your support, which we know that they're going to give us. So yeah, join on again.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Thank you, Jason.
Okay, mate.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for that.
Right, you got to jump in the pool now. Promise me. Yeah, you got it.
I don't know about that.
Let's go. I'll get it.
I need that.
Let's go.
I'm too heavy for it. I'm too heavy.